Hello everybody, just wanted to update you on where I'm currently at. As you can see, we are still in Orlando. I'm on the turnpike right now, heading northbound towards trying to get to I-75, and then from there we'll zip on up north. So this is actually probably is my first day of traveling, and it looks like it'll be an interesting day. Now, since we're just on the road here, I thought I would go ahead and talk about several things that some people may have questions about with regards to Camp Freedom 2 and the hut and what's to happen. So I'll go ahead and take this moment to talk about it. As you know, right now I'm heading up on the Florida Turnpike towards I-75, and then from there I'll be zipping on up, making my way towards Kentucky. After that, I'm not sure what's going to happen. My current plan is to go up there for a visit, and I may be coming back to Florida in about 3 weeks. But if things work out a certain way, and depending on whether or not I can close out business here in Florida through telephone calls and the internet and whatnot, then I may not be coming back to Florida. So, what happens with Camp Freedom 2? Well, on this video, I will be giving the address out. So, those of you who wish to check out the compound and Camp Freedom 2 and the hut, you may do so. I guess it's open as of this video. Once this video is published, I will be giving out the information. I will warn you that going there, be prepared to have your vehicle get all scraped up. There's a lot of overgrowth and whatnot, and also be aware that there are nails all over the place, so it's very easy to get a flat tire out there. But those of you who are brave or foolish may go visit the camp, check it all out. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all that I had. The camp will officially be open. It is still not an official camp because we don't own the land, but it's there for anyone who wants to check it out. I didn't get to do several things that I wanted to do. Like I wanted to put in a little treasure, a little capsule or whatever for another vanner to find, because I didn't really plan on heading to Kentucky right now. It was a sudden thing, and I trusted my heart, so that's why we're heading out. But I had planned initially on putting a little gift or a little surprise there for a visitor who happens to find the hut and also knows where to look for the capsule. If I end up coming back to Florida and back to Palm Bay and back to the hut, I'll go ahead and place the capsule at that time. But if not, I guess the capsule is the hut. Because you kind of have to know how to get out there to get to it. I hope that visitors will take care of it and maintain it and kind of keep it going. As for me, this could be the first day of my new beginning. And I'm a bit excited. It's finally good to actually be on the road. I mean, if you've been following the page, or not the page, but the Facebook, actually not the Facebook, the YouTube channel, then you'll know that I broke up with my girlfriend like probably, I think it was like March, April, between March and April of this year. And she was kind enough to let me stay with her at her house so that my son could spend summer with me. And my daughter, but she ended up not visiting for issues that occurred due to the ex. But I was able to at least spend summer with my son and had a little bit of normalcy, you know, before the actual separation between me and my ex-girlfriend. So I've been in the van itself since what was it? I think it was the end of May or June. To double check dates and stuff, but we're now all the way into October, and I'm finally on the road. So hopefully I can continue producing some interesting vanning videos, and that the page can revert back to living in a van instead of all the drama we've had over the last couple of days, probably a week now. And people will find the Facebook page and the Facebook group a useful source for learning about this lifestyle, and for getting the support if they need support to make this a reality. Oh, just something I thought I'd point out, which is interesting for those of you who have never been to Florida and stuff. Most of Florida is flat, and no matter where you go, the road looks the same. But around this part of Orlando, in the Claremont area, there's actually hills here. I'm not sure if this is the highest point in Florida, but there are hills and valleys, and it doesn't look like you're in Florida. But elsewhere, when you drive in Florida, you're going to see mostly just flat, flat, flat. I don't know if the video picks up that we're actually going downhill right now. I suspect, well, actually I don't suspect, I know that as we leave Florida and start to go through Georgia and Tennessee and Kentucky, we're going to see a lot more hills. That would be interesting. Maybe even some mountains. For those of you who have never ridden on the Florida Turnpike, heads up between Orlando and I-75, it's generally pretty boring. Anyhow, one of the cool things about Little Blue is that she has the capability of cooking with the rear kitchenette as well as the front cab. So to help pass time and save some time as well, I had cooked up breakfast or brunch to eat in the vehicle. I already ate one, and I'm in process right now of cooking another. Since I'm driving, I can't really film the food, but here is what I am cooking. It is the Hormel, maybe not the Hormel, Nestle Hot Pockets. I got 4 meat and 4 cheese pizza. So this is what I'm eating here: 4 meat and 4 cheese pizza. It is currently cooking in the rice cooker, running off the inverter. We got an emergency up here. I don't know what's happening. Alright, just a really slow moving truck here. Whew! Turnpike's kind of a dangerous road. Anyhow, food is cooking. I basically let it heat up. I think the first one I went like probably like 100 miles. So you might call it a 100-mile not 100 miles per hour, but 100-mile hot pocket. Right now, this next one is cooking, and I've got the rice cooker on high right now. So I'll wait for it to pop onto warm mode, flip it over, put it back on high mode, let it cook again, and maybe just let it run a little bit, just to make sure that it's thoroughly heated up and cooked. We're getting ready to hit I-75 northbound in 11 more miles. Looks like we're getting ready to go by the service plaza. I'm not going to stop. Kind of eager to get up to Kentucky, so I'm trying to get up there as fast as possible without speeding. The only stops I should really have to make are restroom or bathroom stops, because I pretty much have the capability to make food, and I have drinks. And with the free ice, which I filled up this morning, I'm pretty much set. You know, that's one of the cool things about this van, is it's got everything I need. I even have some pies with me, one of those, you know, those little 50-cent pies from Walmart, so I can eat while I'm driving. I don't even have to pull over to get food, and I can get cold food because I have the mini cooler thingy here, the 12-volt one with the ice, you know, the tall glass of ice that I picked up from gas station this morning. And I have some deli meat and some bread, so I can make sandwiches on my ride. I can also heat up food, like this hot pocket, which I heated up. So I think it wasn't a mistake to have two kitchens, you know, one in the back for full-blown cooking, and one up front just for heating things up. I think that was a good design plan. All right, everybody, we're still on I-75 heading north. We're going to be on I-75 for a very long time. But my Hot Pockets is done. See? Doesn't that look good? It's nice and hot and ready to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and have it's 10:47 right now, so I guess it's still brunch time, not breakfast and not lunch. I'm gonna go ahead and have this Hot Pocket and enjoy my ride while munching. Hello, everybody. We've just passed up the exit for Lake City. I'm shooting this video because I thought it was cool to see a reflection here. Let me go behind him for a few more minutes here. Of little Blue 2 out here in action on the road. And just want to talk a little bit about traveling here and things that I think that are important. So that's little Blue 2 there, and reflection on the rear of that Mack truck there, or Mack trailer. Anyhow, we've traveled several hundred miles already, and here we are, like the exit for Interstate 10 is coming up here. So we're going to stay on 75, press on through. But anyhow, I know that when you're listening to me talk here and blabber on and on and on, it seems like there's no music, because there isn't. I've turned it all off. But I think music is really, really important when you're on the road. And, you know, thankfully, with present technology, you can store so many songs as MP3 files, and you can carry them on your phone, which I have. I mean, I have access to a couple hundred songs, you know, songs that I've picked, not just random stuff. So they're songs I actually enjoy, and they sure can make a trip like this enjoyable. The other thing I wanted to point out is I'm currently traveling on the interstate because I'm making a beeline to Kentucky. And normally when I travel or travel somewhere, I travel on the interstate. But this go around, when I actually do my travel across the country, I actually plan on spending most of my time on the back roads, you know, on U.S. highways, going on the interstate every so often as needed. But for the most part, I plan on traveling through the various cities, towns, and experiencing America. Because, as you can see here, the interstate is fast and efficient, but look what it looks like. There's really not much to see. Usually trees on each side. Of course, when you go out west, you have some more scenic views. So depending on the area, it may be worth traveling on the interstate when you're out west, because it's mostly empty land out there with mountains and valleys and canyons. But for the most part, at least as far as I know, up through the East Coast and the central, you know, to mid-America there, to Mississippi or so, most of the interstate looks like this. You're just going to have trees all over the place on each side of the road, and a median here in the middle. I could be in Georgia, or I could be in Florida. Like right now I'm still in Florida, about to hit Georgia here soon. And it all looks the same. I know that when I was traveling through, like even like I think Arkansas and stuff like that, it kind of looked like this. Every place you go looks like this if all you do is stick on the interstate. So for those of you who actually plan on seeing America, I would recommend planning your route so that you actually travel through or take U.S. highways or even smaller roads and pass through the various towns and experience that. Not be in a rush to get to your destination. In my case here, you know, this video being produced here is just to let you know that I'm no longer in Florida. I'm actually on the road, and I don't know if I'm actually going to start my loop of the United States, or if I may end up staying in Kentucky for a while. But the eventual plan will be to actually travel across the whole United States, and I'm planning on taking mostly back roads and the U.S. highways versus traveling on the interstate, just because, as you can see, there's really not much to see. It's amazing how far you can travel when you're no longer stuck in limbo. As you can see, we are about to cross into Georgia, and we are now in the state of Georgia. So long, Florida. Just a little note for my children, if you happen to be watching this video, know that Daddy loves you, and remember what we talked about last Sunday on our last time together here for a while. I love you to the moon and back. And if it's God's will that we are to be together, then it will happen. Your dad has not given up on you in the fight, but is doing what I have to do to ensure that I can fight. I want you to keep praying and to remember always that your dad loves you more than anything in the world. I will try to film interesting things for you to see on my trips, so that even though you can't be with me right now, you can be with me in spirit. And just know that you're always in my heart, and I always think about you. And maybe one day, if it is God's will, then you'll be traveling with me. So I'm currently on I-75 heading northbound towards Macon, Georgia, and this black SUV sheriff's, I guess sheriff's vehicle, it's a black SUV, buzzed on by me at about 90 miles an hour or more. And it got me thinking. I'm actually in Georgia, where The Walking Dead took place. And it made me kind of crack up because I was thinking about the hut and, you know, the encounter with The Walking Dead. And here I am actually in going through Georgia. If I had more time, I probably would visit some of the locations. But as is, I'm making a beeline to Kentucky.